The Downy Woodpecker is the smallest woodpecker of North America. They are common and cute. The male has a small red patch on the back of his head. Juveniles have a little red cap. I suppose both genders of juvenile are the same, and I'm not sure when that goes away, probably when they first molt their feathers. The birds come readily to the bird feeder or suet cake and are brave in the presence of humans, though not fearless like the chickadee. The downy likes open woodlands such as parks and suburban areas and does well in young forests. So they handle the destruction of a habitat very well. They prefer deciduous woodlands, but do well in other types also. The downy excavates a hole in a dead tree limb on the underside. The entrance will be 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter and 6 to 12 inches deep, widening at the bottom to accommodate the nestlings. The nest hole will be lined with wood chips. They have been found nesting inside walls of buildings. The female will lay 3 to 8 eggs and will raise only 1 brood per season. Other than the food humans provide for the tiny woodpecker, their diet is made up mainly of insects, such as beetle larvae, ants, and caterpillars. They eat pest insects like corn earworm, tent caterpillars, bark beetles, and apple borers. So they are truly beneficial birds to have around a farm or orchard. About 1/4 of their diet consists of berries, acorns, and grains. The downy includes in their diet weed galls, which seems to be a sort of scar tissue-like growth on plants in response to insect nests or insect larvae. The downy eats food larger woodpeckers can't reach, such as insects in or on the stems of weeds and other small plants. They seem to prefer to fly to a close nearby sapling before landing on a suet cake or sunflower seed feeder. In the winter, the male and female divide up the areas where they search for food. Males take the small branches and weed stems, while the females work the larger branches and trunks. Males keep females from foraging in the more productive areas. That doesn't sound very gentlemanly-like, now does it? Also in winter, the downies flock with other small birds, the same as many small songbirds do. This provides more eyes to watch for predators and more eyes to watch for food sources. Woodpeckers do not sing songs, even though they do have a call, which is described as a whinny. Instead, they drum loudly against pieces of wood or metal. At least one of my downy neighbors likes to drum on my house's gutters. It can be quite annoying, but I've never noticed any damage from their activity. They drum to declare their territory and to attract a mate. I have never witnessed it, but one website I researched for this information said the courtship displays involve both males and females flying between trees with slow, fluttery wing beats that look almost like butterflies. The normal flight pattern of the bird is typical of many woodpeckers. It is an undulating path of rising and falling flight. In disputes with other birds, the downy will display or fan their tail feathers much as hummingbirds do, raise their head feathers, and jerk their beaks from side to side. In the short encounter with another bird that I recorded, neither of the birds seemed to get upset, though the new arrival departed rather quickly. The oldest known downy was just shy of 12 years old when it died. That seems like a nice long life for such a tiny bird.